Thursday night, 11:11. It's the bench. Let's go. Hello, Pilipinas! This is the bench, and welcome to our huddle, where we offer a layman's view on anything and everything basketball from a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. And again, we eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. I'm Julio, that's Die Hard, and here's Mike.
What's up, guys?
And of course, our favorite homie in right there, it's Jay.
Cheers from the moonies!
Spin me right round again. Hi, welcome to the show. So this is Thursday, November 11, 11/11 sale. If all you guys are going on Lazada or Shopee or whatever online shop or physical shop, since we're level 2, wherever you want to go. And I hope you guys are having a good night. And please do like and follow our Facebook page, the Bench Live, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So,
Please.
what's up, guys? It's a Thursday
A
night.
lot of good games happened. Hey,
A lot of good games happened today, and
yeah. Well, not just today, but since Monday.
yeah, since Monday. But about today was actually wild games, dude. I mean, I have
I
to. I like.
They
I like
were.
the games. They
They
like.
were.
I
They
missed
were.
I missed all those good games.
That Laker game was too close for comfort, and it should not have
Uh,
happened the way it did. But hey, man, I'm happy
Yeah.
with the win.
Well, you know what? With that, well, I know you've been busy, Mike, the past few days also. So I mean, we are a bunch of regular dudes, dude. We also have a life.
Yeah,
Diba?
yes.
gotta
Yes.
gotta make the moolah. Gotta make the
Uh,
Gotta-
moolah.
uh,
We work hard for our money. Anyway, let's dive in. Let's dive into the standings right now. But let's go.
Let's do.
Okay, so let's start with the East. Why don't we
Who
start with
is
the
on top? The Wiz.
East? Yeah,
That's
as you
pretty
can
wild,
see,
man. That's pretty wild.
that's pretty wild. If we're just gonna take the East, top four is a log jam. No, actually, look, dude. Honestly, like
It really is. No,
top
up to
seven, pare.
Cleveland, up to New York. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
top
man.
seven is like a
Pretty
win away
wild.
from
It's
each
pretty
other.
wild.
here's my question. Sino gusto niyo bumagsak in the next few days? Pag-usapan
Bumagsak
natin.
o yung gustong bumagsak o yung tingin natin
No.
babagsak.
No, I'm
Ha?
asking you guys, sino gusto niyo bumagsak dyan pag-usapan natin ngayon? We talked about the Sixers in the last episode. They dropped.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Ah,
Na
okay.
voodoo ha, na voodoo yung Sixers.
Voodoo ba natin?
Nag-usapan natin, bumagsak na number 4 bigla.
Well,
Basta,
obviously the Wizards aren't gonna stay there, dude. but
Yeah,
but
we, yeah, we,
I must say they're playing really well. They're playing really well.
talaga
they are.
sumundot pa rin. Dude, hindi na natin kailangan pag-usapan yan. Babagsak
Okay,
din yan.
no,
Babagsak din yan.
no. This
Oh
I will say.
naman,
The Bulls
garantisado.
are a really strong team.
You think so? I think so also.
The
Huh?
Bulls are super, super strong, and
They just
the Warriors are screwed this Saturday.
I know what you're doing, dude. Come
Okay,
on,
yeah,
let's get serious a
let's,
bit. It can't be all
okay.
voodoo. Our audience won't really get what we're talking about.
No,
man.
I know. No, but, the point is that no, because we were talking about the Philadelphia last episode, and then once we
Right.
started talking about
They
Philadelphia,
started losing.
well, they lost. Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost
But,
2
but
games.
hey, Philadelphia's been beset by quite a bunch of injuries so far.
Yeah, but before we
Recently,
talked
so.
about them, dude, they were. It didn't matter. We talked
So,
about them last
so we
Monday, and they
voodoo the
lost 2
injuries,
straight.
huh?
No. We talked about them last Monday, and then Embiid got COVID, and then all these
Yeah.
other, and then with the 2 straight losses, yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
seriously, I do agree with you,
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah.
The Bulls are legit in the
Then
East. I mean,
remember we talked about the Bulls. We all agreed that they were going to face quite a couple of really good opponents coming in.
yes.
Diba? the
Yes,
last episode and the episode before that. We were saying, let's see what happens then. It's
yes,
happened, and they're
it
still
happened,
there.
and they're still there.
Right,
Yep, that's why. So
right. I
yeah,
think I
this
really think the first five is a force to be reckoned with. My concern really just for them is still the depth of that bench. No,
you know
but
my
Caruso had 16 today. They won. They had a
my
good game.
son gave me a
Six
very good point that I
freaking
did not
steals.
realize in dinner a while ago about the Bulls. Imagine
Uh,
my 11-year-old son told me the Bulls have three All-Stars. I'm like, what? Oh
they
nga,
do.
no? That's a
They
three
do.
All-Star lineup, dude. I mean,
Plus plus ball plus ball. I
plus
mean,
ball.
the guy's
Yeah,
playing
but
like an all
yeah,
star.
yeah, but I
He's
mean,
shooting that three really well, huh?
it's more
That
than
shot's really improved, man,
when you're talking about a
tremendously. I
three
would say.
All-Star team, dude. You're talking also now that I mean, not even Atlanta has a three All-Star. It's not a three All-Star team, and but they were
No,
supposed to.
no, no. You're right. You're right. But they're deeper, no, with regards to the roster,
They're
Well,
deeper.
yeah,
which is interesting. You made a really nice comparison there, man.
hindi, pero but the thing is, kasi they have three all-stars nga, pero the roster, I mean the structure of the roster kind of looks like
The depth,
Brooklyn.
no. Medyo,
You,
you're right. You're
Diba?
right,
I
Mike.
think
You're
it's
right.
a
You're right.
better similarity, diba? It's a
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
top-heavy
yes,
team
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
with three
You're right. You're right.
all-stars and former all-stars, but then with no bench. So ako
Hmm.
yung
Right.
Bulls, as long as they stay healthy, I think they'll do well in the regular
Yeah,
season. Ang problema lang dyan, when you get to the playoffs and, you're grinding it out and
Yeah.
then you're that shallow, dude, that's one injury or,
Well,
God for,
you're gonna get
diba?
hurt literally and figuratively. Either you get a player injured and you're dead,
yeah, yeah.
diba? You're drowning
Or
bigla.
or
Or
or fatigue, dude. Kasi they've
or
been
fatigue,
fighting all of
exactly.
their games. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, yes, exactly, bro. Exactly.
I just
The
think
other
that
teams, the other teams here, they're not. I know. Go ahead, Julio. Sorry,
no, no.
you
I,
wanted
I
to say
just think
something.
that the only thing we're actually watching out for is whether the Celtics and Atlanta will slowly crawl back up, and then we
Oh,
will
nga.
see,
Oh, nga.
diba? And then we
That's
will
so
see if
true. That's so true.
Cleveland can keep it up, and the Raptors and I guess Washington, like you
Uh,
said, also,
yeah.
diba?
Charlotte's measure where they're supposed to be
Yeah,
na,
Charlotte's
diba?
showing their
There
true
was hype
colors
in the
already.
beginning because they were winning, eh.
Yeah,
But once
I was
Yeah.
once teams buckle down and face them and already know who to guard and how to play
Yep.
them, they shouldn't
Yeah.
really be a
yeah.
big problem. Yeah.
I checked out the game of Charlotte kanina ha, and Miles Bridges, I think, still had a good game, but he's kind of falling back to earth already. Not everything he's
Not,
putting up already is
yeah.
going in, and it
Yeah.
had to be Kelly Oubre to explode kanina
You know,
for them
you
to
know,
win.
Right.
you know,
Right.
you
Right. Right.
know what's that? What that
Rozier had a
case?
decent game.
See
Go ahead,
Miles
Mike. Sorry.
Bridges. You know how who I would compare that to from last year?
Who?
Ah,
Jeremy Grant.
Oh
pwede.
yeah.
Pwede,
Yeah,
pwede,
yeah.
Remember, he had a really hot start
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the Pistons when he got traded. He was the guy there, and then towards
You-
as the season
Sort of
progressed,
fizzled
medyo
off.
nag-ano na siya. I mean, he had a bullseye na on his back in terms
Yeah.
of
Right.
he
Right. Right.
attracted the Dina and all
That's
that,
the thing,
and he wasn't
no?
able.
That's the right. That's the thing. You explode like that, people will start guarding you.
Yeah.
It's a
Yep.
different
Yep.
game for you, bigla, diba?
You become
Yeah.
number
Not
one
as
in their
easy.
scouting report.
Not as easy to
Yep.
score. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can move to the West, but before we move to the West, I'd like to point out that Miami has its fourth loss already. As we
Uh-oh.
move to the West,
That's
because the
true.
Lakers beat them today. And the Lakers move up to 7-5, dude. Come on, Jay.
I mean,
That's a huge win. That's
it was
a
it was a
bigger
good
win than-
game. It was actually a good game because of the effort given by the Lakers. My problem there is they almost screwed this up, dude. Several
yes.
times. They almost
Yes.
lost this again. A 5-second violation on inbounds play is not that does not tell you that the team is playing well or is in sync or is in
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
we
Hey,
still could have easily lost that
Um,
game. But hey, against Miami, I'll take it. It's a home game though.
Yeah, dude.
Also, That
Andre
doesn't
says
really mean
Chaba.
squat to me, man. Yeah.
Thanks for dropping by again, Andre. Hey, I hope you guys didn't mind my segging to the West because I mean, unless you
No,
have any
no, it's
thoughts,
fine,
Yeah,
man.
apologies.
no, no.
Okay,
The
okay.
West actually has become more interesting now as compared to the East. No, I
I find
mean
that well, I
there are
find the East
teams we
very
need to
interesting.
see going up in the East, sure, but the West is look. Oh, it's apart from the league leading Dubs,
The
everyone
league,
else is everyone
Actually,
else is sort of is sort of Utah eight
yes,
three 7-3 7-4 7-4 6-4. It's sort of all there. You know
yeah.
what I mean? This is just
uh,
a couple of game difference
actually, itong
between
West
these
yan,
teams.
Diyan ako nakabantay sa baba.
Dito. Didn't you win today?
Ulterior motive yan, pare.
Didn't you win today though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won
So,
today.
actually, it's an update lang. Pop is 21 wins away. For
Yon.
all
Nice, nice,
21
nice.
wins
I'm
away
rooting
from
for
the
Pop.
all-time winningest coach.
I
How,
um
how much more does he need to go above
21.
Wilkins? Wilkins in second to get to one, beating
No,
Nelly.
21. Si Wilkins
21
is
for
3.
Nelly.
No,
Tatlo na
21 for
lang.
Nelly. Tatlo na lang.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah. Wilkins is two, I'm
Wilkins
asking. Tatlo na
and
lang.
Nelly is separated by 3 wins lang.
By three. Okay,
Oo,
okay.
so parang it's not
Got it. So
really ano na
18
magkadikit
more.
sila.
18 more to go
Yeah.
against with. Got it.
Mm.
Nice, man.
no,
I'm rooting
my
for
own
Pops.
ca-
He'll get it.
my
He'll get it.
my own countdown also is I don't
Dre. Yeah. I'm a Lakers fan, but that was pure luck. Dude,
Oo.
we
Tapos sabay
almost
may
lost it for like what?
tapos may
2, 3
Celtics na
times,
logo.
man. 2, 3 times. That was stupid, idiotic plays, pare. Russ,
I,
instead of driving, took a three. Friggin' Melo couldn't inbound the goddamn ball.
I will add lang also that there's a Steph count to beating Ray Allen and it's about 90 away give or take. So I'll start the countdown pag mga 40 siguro
Bilangin
50
na
na.
yan. Bilangin na yan. Dami sinasabi pa ni Ray Allen about Steph, man. No
Wala. I
bias
don't wanna,
here, but dude, come
yeah,
on,
I don't
man.
want to jinx
Steph
it
is
yet.
the
I don't want to
best
jinx it
shooter.
yet. Layo pa. So anyway, anything about the West? Yeah, the West looks log jammed right after some time
Right
from the
after the
third
dub.
seed,
Yeah.
right after the Dubs. That was a good game. Today was the Wiggins game, man. The Wiggins popped off for 35 points, and that was a trip,
Against
man.
his former team, he did really
Yes,
well, man.
yes.
Yeah. He was
So
what? At one point, he was like 10 out of 12 at one point. I don't know how he ended.
yeah,
But
he
at
ended
one
10 for
point, 10 out of
14.
12.
He
14.
ended 10
There
for
you go.
14 or something like that.
Dude, yeah, man. High up.
Anything else on the West? Before, I
Uh,
think we have so we can go to our huddle,
Not
which might have
really. Dame had a good game today, finally, shot well, but they still
Dame.
lost, so hence they're at 5-7.
So is he still blaming our huddle
Yeah,
topic?
I'm just preparing a segue to the next, to the huddle
Yeah,
topic.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. There you go.
Nice, nice.
Well, ako
So
hindi lang yung it's the huddle topic and the ball, 'di ba? Apparently marami nagrereklamo sa bola.
Uy,
Pero
Mike,
sa
salamat sa aking
yun, no?
caps, pare.
Knox.
Yun, no?
Uy, saan yung ganyan ko?
Tanong na
Papa
sa
Mike.
ganyan mo, meron ka na niya.
Meron.
Meron ka na niya.
Ang tagal na nung sa'yo eh. Ako tong ngayon lang
Sabi ko
nagkaroon
kayo,
na eh.
Papa Mike, saan yung sa akin? Sorry, Jay, hold on. Sabi ni Andre, Wiggins worth 35
Wiggins,
million. Uy, ba't nilalagay mo pa yung full name ko dito? Sana kasama na rin
Eh,
address.
Junior eh. Nakatag ka yata, bro. Nakatag ka.
But no, that's true. No, because he knows that I always complain about Wiggins' contract. But yes, for this game, he made naman his, what's that? Sulit yung sweldo niya for that game.
Well, it's a million per point.
Sweldo for the game.
A million per point, 'di ba? 35 points ba siya kanina?
Oo nga, $1 million per point. Solid.
Mahal.
Okay, so that's our update, standings update for today, and we're gonna move into our let's take it out muna. we're gonna move.
Before we
into-
move in, whoever's
Yes.
watching, we're gonna
What?
we're gonna get into a more in-depth analysis on the standings soon. We talked about it amongst ourselves earlier. And,
Yeah. I think every month we're gonna. What we were talking about is that we're gonna have a huddle every month, and just to really start talking more in depthly about the teams, what went on after that month. Ganda ng cap mo, ah.
You know.
solid, no?
Yep. So that closes our standings update for today. Then we're gonna move on to our huddle, and our huddle is about the new rule changes because a lot of players have been complaining about the rule changes that the NBA implemented this year, and
Right.
as a fan watching the NBA, I like the rule changes because technically what it's doing is taking a lot of non-basketball moves and foul baiting, and they don't call all those tricks that Harden
Yeah.
and Trey Young and all these things used to do. To
Right,
be a little
right.
bit more specific, I'll just say down that
Kailangan,
an offensive
kailangan
play-
lang ng kailangan lang ng medyo drama in announcing the title of the ano.
Okay,
Yun na.
what's her foul, ref?
Lagyan mo naman ng drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's restart again. So our huddle for today is foul, ref.
Yeah.
Diba?
Wow, may galing. Hayop ka na player, may baon na pito. Iwanan ang sarili pito. yan ang magulang, may baon sariling pito. Habang naglaro. Anyway,
Honestly, I didn't even know what our title was till I saw the scrolling thing right now.
ref foul, ano ba? Diba? That's so ano, pare. If I had a dime for every time I heard that back in the day, diba? Ref foul.
You would have 1 Bitcoin now.
Oh, I would have 1 Bitcoin, dude.
Uy,
Uy, mahal na ng isang Bitcoin, ha?
Oh,
Oo,
mahal talaga.
all-time high.
Anyway, all-time high. But the fouls that they're talking about here that the referees don't call anymore are offensive players launching into defenders. We'll have some samples later. Offensive players abruptly veering off on their path. Oh, don't show it yet, Mike.
Oh.
wait, sige.
At least
Sige, kasi it's there
Di
na.
ko mabasa, man.
I was just reading it. Hold on. I was gonna show it. Sige.
No, you were reading it na. That's right
Ano
there.
ito?
I'm making it nga bigger for Jay, ba sabi niya. Shooters kicking their leg out at abnormal angles and offensive players using their off arm to hook defenders. Di ba, yun yung mga ginagawa
Yan.
ni James Harden.
Yun.
So, without yun. Let's start nga. Tingnan natin. So, ano ba to? See, it come out correctly.
Direct. Ano na nangyayari? Direct.
Ano pa to? Okay. Let's go.
Enlarge that mofo, dude. Let's go with the vid.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The first non-basketball move that we will review is an offensive player launching or leaning into a defender.
Fake.
at
Boom.
an abnormal
Kita mo yan?
angle or trajectory.
Oo.
The
See
highlighted
that?
offensive
Ang
player.
sabi nila,
Boom.
the Steph rule ko no,
Makes
pero si Steph scoring like crazy.
Yes. No, Steph doesn't really. Steph uses the rule to his advantage because they call it. But as
Steph
you
is
can
smart.
see,
He can
Yeah.
adjust, unlike the other players who are, it's more robotic for them.
Yeah,
Yes.
the muscle
Same thing
memory.
learned,
It'll take a
Karen.
while to
Yeah.
get that muscle
Diba?
memory
Steph,
out of their
dude,
system.
The guy's a scorer, period. He can adjust on the fly.
Oh, ito. Ito pagkalam ko, yung example si Steph eh. Ito yung next. Veering off. Ito naman yung
The
veering
next
off.
type of non-basketball move involves a dribbler abruptly veering off his
There.
path
Look at Steph
and moving
drive.
sideways
Yeah.
or
And he
backwards
stops. And then he
into a
bumps the
defender.
player instead of
The
him
highlighted
getting
Right.
dribbler, Steph Curry, launches
Ganyan, no?
his body at an abnormal angle to his right,
He goes
and
to
he
the
moves
right.
into the trailing
He
defender.
jumps in.
He jumps into the
There,
right.
oh.
Illegal contact
Yep.
by Curry is more than marginal.
That's one thing they
That-
won't call now. What?
That's actually I'm okay with. Kanina si Lowry got away with something like that against the Lakers.
Against the
Yung-
Lakers.
To me, that's just gulang. That's just gulang and
Yeah,
smart.
But the problem is that
There are
players
other
like-
plays that the ones like what Harden does to me is unacceptable, and I'm
Actually,
really cool
this-
with the rules.
No, but
But
dude,
that kind of, I don't know, maybe masyado lang exageraw the one that Steph did.
No,
But
kasi
like with Lowry kanina, konti lang. Pak! Yung patama
no, but
lang, parang Rudy
they're so
Disprito.
they're
Pang!
so
Tapos
smart now
layup.
kasi like Trey
Hindi,
Young.
that's why I think they mentioned abnormal angle. I think that's where
Yeah.
it comes in eh.
I
Kasi
guess,
if it's
yeah.
kasi you can still do that as long as you're siguro jumping vertically or at least it's a
Yung
natural
medyo,
shooting motion.
oo.
Natural,
You
hindi
can make
pwede
it
yung
feel
bigla
like
na lang
it is din eh, that it's natural. No?
From
Pang!
what I know
Tapos
is
bigla
that
ka.
you have to try and go for the shot first. And yung problema now is that
Oo.
they're driving and then they will jump
Right.
backwards. Who jumps backwards
Right.
when you're driving for a shot, di ba?
Oo.
So
Exactly.
if you're driving and you stop, you're allowed to stop and the guy runs you over, it's still the guy's
Oo.
foul.
Oo.
But you
To
cannot
fade
jump
away. To fade away, okay pa. It's
that-
understandable. You're trying to get separation. Eh.
Yeah. But that will be
Not
the
to-
gray area.
not-
Gray area yung
Yes,
fade away
pero
doon.
not
If
to
you're-
jump
yeah,
into.
not to jump
Diba?
into.
Fading
yes.
away, you're trying to jump away from your defender.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Yeah.
So but those are stuff that Sina Trey Young used to do a lot. And then this one also, si Steph medyo affected rin dito and a lot of the three-point shooters. This next one is
Our
the
next
kicking.
type of non-basketball move involves an offensive player overtly extending a part of his body, such as his legs
Yo,
or
no, yung
arms,
ganyan.
into a defender.
Yo, the Reggie Miller kick, dude.
The Reggie
Or
Miller
the
kick.
Alan Kaidik. Or the Alan
Yeah.
Kaidik kick. Kaidik used to do that quite a lot, man.
Yes. So that's one. But you know what? That's okay because they already protected the shooter
Yeah.
from landing
oo.
area.
Yes,
So they can
yes,
add
yes.
that already.
Right.
And then let's go with the last na para we can start talking about it more na lang. This is the off-arm contact. I hope this plays.
The final non-basketball
Yan.
move to review is contact between an offensive player and his defender, where the offensive player uses his off arm to initiate contact.
Oh, yun, no? That's the,
Here, the
Yon,
dribbler
hawi.
uses his
No,
off
Hawi
No,
arm.
it's
Right.
not hawi. It's hooking.
he'll
It's
hook him.
hooking.
It's
Oh,
hooking.
Hook.
Pare,
Oo
this
nga,
is
hook.
Illegal contact.
Si Harden is more of this also.
It's a shot.
super,
KD,
dude.
Harden,
KD,
Trey,
KD
yeah,
uses that
KD.
a lot.
Yeah.
O, tsaka yung
KD,
ano niya, yung swipe up niya na gano'n.
You swipe, it's the
Diba?
same. This is a
Swipe,
this is
tapos-
a
Tira.
parang ano to. This is a different version lang of the swipe up,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
but it's the
exactly.
same thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
So at least we saw the
KD
examples
though,
of that already.
KD though, again, like Steph, dude, this isn't the only way he scores, so it's not a problem for him.
Yeah.
He's still scoring heavily.
The thing is that around the league, diba they're saying player numbers are down. Bradley Beal's numbers are down. Dame Lillard's numbers are down. James Harden's numbers are down. Trey Young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's creating some sort of discussion. But as a fan, I don't know how you feel. I love watching the games now. The games are
Me
so
also. Me
it's so
also.
free flowing. May defense.
It's more
and may
fluid.
offense.
Yes,
Yes.
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 yes,
So,
definitely.
I like the fact that I like the fact that incidental contacts are just incidental contacts. It don't have to be. I mean,
Right.
they can exaggerate now incidental contacts, but the ref won't call it. Diba? Kasi
Right.
you'll always get hit. And yung style ngayon is that you get hit a little lang, you'll flail. It's not like before na matigas kang player. Now kasi konting ganyan lang.
Well,
No,
that's
sadya
ako.
naman the flailing.
No,
Diba?
what I
Sobrang
like
sadya
about
eh.
this, what I like about this is it kind of fixes the flopping problem also at the same
Yeah,
time.
It does.
Yep, which they never implemented, remember? They tried
Yeah,
to
kasi
Right.
how
implement
do
the
you
flopping.
well they did. They kind of did, but that's why may review din eh. Pero the thing is kasi this is the root cause of the flopping problem eh. 'Di ba?
Yes.
How the offensive player moves in positions and tries to get that foul. That's why
Right.
the defender tend to exaggerate then the hits. It's because lamang kasi the offensive player with how the rules evolved through the years eh.
Yeah,
It's so offensive oriented now that the fouls became parang hindi na siya ano eh. It's such a big disadvantage to the defensive player. And to the point na actually there was an interview with Tim Duncan before. And he was asked why the low post, I mean posting up
yeah.
on the block is a dying it's a dead art already, diba? Ang problema kasi the rules of the NBA are kumbaga are against players who post up eh. you know how shooters are protected nowadays,
yeah.
and you can't
Mhm.
really touch a shooter once they get into the shooting motion or whatever. It's
Yeah, yeah.
baliktad. It's baliktad
Panahon nila
for
Jordan, ano
yeah,
ka pa eh, pwede ka pang nakakapit sa gilid
yeah,
eh.
yeah. Ngayon, yung post up, it's baliktad. The advantage is with the
Right,
defender.
Yeah, because
right.
makonting timing mo lang yung shoulder, what's that niya, pag nag-drop
Right,
yan, offensive na yun eh.
right. So
Exactly.
it's killing a lot of the kumbaga, it's killing a lot of the mga art in the game, and
Yeah.
it's become more more well yun na nga, everyone's gaming the system already. Everyone's gaming the game, and it doesn't look
Harden,
good,
the
diba?
most,
It's
I think he's the poster boy for this thing.
yep. And gulang,
Really.
gulang is gulang. Like I think to your point,
Yeah,
Jay, gulang
ang
is
cool with
gulang.
gulang eh, diba?
It's
Right.
part of the game. It's part of the game. But when you do it excessively, then and it becomes everything already, then that's where
No, but
that's where
I will say that nga, I agree with Jay. Gulang is gulang, and the players are so good. This is not taking away from Harden and what they were so good. They were able to game it. I mean, that's their job.
Right.
The player's job was to find a way to get the calls. You can't
Right.
blame the player for that, diba? You can't.
Yeah.
But after so many years, it was the job naman of the NBA to clean it up like we
Right.
did now. You know,
Yes.
parang,
Mm.
diba?
Yes,
Parang,
yes.
I'm a player, I'm competitive, maghahanap talaga ako ng butas. I mean, it's my
Right.
Of
job
course.
to win.
Yes.
And then sila, as competition committee, league, whatever, they have to say, you guys found the loophole, good. Now we change it to make it more balanced again. Parang ganyan lang naman yung
Right.
usapan, di ba?
Yeah.
And the problem is a lot of players got so used to this through the years that they're just sometimes already just whining now about that. Like, I found Dame's whine really. Come on, I mean, Dame was part of when he entered the league, it wasn't like this yet. So why is he complaining? Why is the officiating unacceptable, like he said in that interview recently? I mean, I don't think it's unacceptable. I think it's that you adjust. You're the player. You get
Yeah,
$30 million a year. You adjust. It's that simple.
Well,
Somehow,
alam mo naman,
KD has, Steph has,
Yep,
diba?
KD has.
Somehow. Trey, after complaining initially, has been playing better also.
Yeah.
You know, the only ones I'm seeing, with regards to Dame though, I think he was really only struggling because he was shooting really bad.
Yes.
Kanina he shot well, he scored 28. I mean, he can still score. Ano lang yan, konting adjustment lang also. But Dame, I think, is more of just really bad field goal. Slump. Nagka-slump lang din talaga.
Yeah.
I don't think it's more of the rules. The most affected to me, I think, really is Harden.
Yeah. But even, I mean, he now, I mean, it's not like his numbers are down, but he's still a good player if you see him on the court, man. The guy still has
Yeah.
excellent
It's-
vision.
it's ano lang.
Triple-double today, right? Or
Hindi.
was it yesterday?
Si Harden,
Triple-double.
si Harden, it's such a huge part of his game that it will take a while for him to shake
Yes.
it off.
Yes.
Kasi
Yeah.
naka-muscle memory
Muscle
na sa kanya
memory,
yan eh.
eh.
It's
Oo.
very instinctive, his motions eh. Na it'll
Right,
take him a
right,
minute to shake that off.
Right.
What I like lang nga about the biggest thing siguro in the macro level, what I like about this is at least players have to learn how to finish a move now.
Yes.
Kasi 'di ba it came to a point na players start a move with the objective of getting the foul
Just getting fouled.
Yes.
Yeah.
than
Yep.
the basket, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
parang ang I would compare that to parang ano yan eh, parang yung mga nana sa alam mo naman Jay, 'di ba? Yung mga nana sa league sa when you play pick-up game, 'di ba? In your local
man.
park.
Hindi ako
Siya,
yan.
alam mo yung
Nakakaasar ka laro sa lahat.
Oh,
Na-
hindi 'di ba? Hindi yung tipong pasundot ka pa lang.
Ikaw,
Pasundot ka pa lang, you're just in
Foul!
that motion of wala pa. Pag
Yeah,
yung
man.
sakto, pag galaw mo, foul,
Yeah,
sigaw agad.
the worst
So,
the worst kind of nana is the one who will foul you hard. And then, dude, matamaan mo lang yung balahibo niya.
yan.
Foul. Pick up games, that's the worst, man. We
yeah,
have a few in BF Phase 3.
Ay, we have a lot.
Uy,
Ah!
We have a lot.
Ah!
uy. Basta hindi ako yan, ha? Hindi ako yan.
Nana. Visit yan, mananakit. Tapos pag, dude, palpal
Wag na
mo
tayo.
siya, natamaan mo lang yung kuko eh. Foul.
Relax. Mag-ano tayo, teka lang. Relax muna, relax. Baka may magbabanggit na tayo mga pangalan dito.
Hindi naman.
Basta ako, face
Kung
2.5
nakikinig
ako.
ka, alam na
Ah.
ngayon.
Basta ako, tama
Diba?
yan.
Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan ay
Wag
pong-pong.
foul.
Sa
Pag may,
Northwest.
pag may matamaan, walang foul.
Marami yan. So yeah, I mean, it's like that, no? So ngayon, at least now, di ba, they're going to a drive with the thought na
Right.
I have to finish this, di ba?
Yes,
Right,
yes.
right. Dapat.
Remember, Mike, when D'Lo entered the Warriors, and I hardly saw that move of theirs. But that move now wherein they drive and they stop. That's it. Eh. They were teaching players na how to drive and stop and get bumped, but you
Yep.
can get the foul. It was such a pangit move that diba, D'Lo does it, Trey Young does it. Parang you get past the guy already, and then you slow down pa just to get the guy hit
You know,
you in the back.
there's two aspects to that move kasi. One is getting the foul. The second aspect of that, the second phase of that move is getting the foul. Pero there is a strategic reason kasi for that move also eh. When you
Right.
go past someone
Right.
and
Right.
and you're
Excuse
you're
me,
you're
emergency.
and you're slowing down or you stop to feel him in your back, that's you kasi knowing where he is eh. So when you feel him in your back, mas makaka-discarte ka on what shot you ano. It's like knowing
Yeah.
where everyone is. But yun na nga, but
Exactly.
that move was used a lot even in the early 2000s. But yun na nga, they started
Okay.
gaming it now to that second phase where they
No,
use
on
it as
your
foul
point nga,
bait na rin.
they found that tactic nga early 2000 because I really wasn't that aware of that. I was used to the 90s wherein if you drive past someone, you drive hard to the basket because you got past the guy after your first step. diba?
Yeah.
And then this thing came in the 2000, and I guess I never really noticed it. But yun nga, the intention was first to feel the guy behind you, but then later on it evolved into something else. Na I can play around with the guy already.
Right.
It's not feeling
I can-
anymore. It's just
Yeah.
really, creating
diba?
something
So,
that the
parang
ref
siyang
might
Kasi
call.
actually, it's not I say that
Parang
because
siyang
mas
gateway drug.
mas
Yes.
ano yan eh, mas that's more
Saka,
predominant
Dubi,
kasi
sandali, dito naman ako.
and that style kasi is more predominant in the amateur league where they have zone defense. Kasi what you're saying is once you pass a guy, you go straight to the basket, diba? With the man-to-man
Uh-huh.
defense of the pros kasi if you play, if you run your play correctly, you'll have an open lane once you pass the guy. But in zone
Right.
defense kasi nakatambay yung sentro mo in the middle.
Right.
So when you
Sabagay,
pass
yeah,
a guy, you have to maneuver pa inside on whether you drop, you pass on a baseline cutter, do you pull up, do you throw a floater? So may ganon eh. So
Maybe
I
I
see
just
that
hated-
strategic.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
I see-
hated D'Lo doing it.
Yeah.
It's so
I think it was more your irritation because he no what to make it worse is he ran so slow pa eh. Diba? So parang ang pangit talaga tingnan overall eh. But Jay, I mean we have a lot of common friends who played basketball here in BF, dude, that use that tactic a lot, diba?
Yeah.
I'm sure you know them. So
Yeah.
may ano din dyan eh. There's a strategic ano to it eh. Pero yun na nga, when you game it too much, then mali na.
Anyway, well, anything else on that? I think we talked about it enough, and I think okay.
Yep.
I don't know about
Yeah,
you
I think
guys. Is that
so.
I feel it's a good rule, and I love watching the games now. At least for me, because
I think
players
the
go hard
games
to
has
the basket.
gotten better. Yeah, dude, come
for
on,
sure.
man. Yeah. It's
So-
helping the league.
Well,
In
like you said
general,
nga, diba?
basketball and
Diba?
so.
Like you said, dude, this is a little the best of both worlds. What we got used to in the 90s
Defense
and the defense and the
Yeah.
offense you see now, diba? Mixed with
Yeah.
the offensive firepower of the players
Para,
now. So
para naman the really good defensive players also get showcased.
right.
I mean,
I
Dude,
agree.
these guys work hard at being a good defensive
Yep.
player.
And yeah,
And
and
not
they
a
have a
lot of-
chance. And they have
Yeah,
a
and
chance
not a lot
against
of-
the
and
really
not a
good
lot of
offensive players.
Not a lot of players go for being a good defensive
Right.
player. But at
That's
least
true.
now they're getting the accolades they deserve.
That's true. Okay, so that wraps up our huddle for today, which was what? Ref.
Foul, ref! Foul! Ref! Ano ba? Foul!
So they're foul nyo na!
Yun,
And then okay. So now we're gonna head into our overtime. We're gonna close the show and we're gonna
yun
go
na.
into our
Jay,
overtime.
you wanna read the
Speaking
title?
Speaking of OG moves, our
Yun na.
overtime today is hawakan mo nga, tenga! Sige nga, hawakan mo nga.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys saw this. Okay, this is going to be really fast. I'm sure you guys, this happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And
A lot has been said on Twitter from both sides.
You know. boom!
And Jokic.
Boom!
Bang! Pero solid talaga yung bigay ni Jokic, ha? Boom! Binigay niya ito, eh.
Dude,
Solid, saka may puwersa.
there goes
May
Morris.
puwersa.
Yun, no? The crumble and roll. Classic.
Naging teammate ba ni LeBron? Oo, di ba?
Yes. Oh, there, see that? But may elbow si Keith. Boom!
Banging. Jokic first. They'll take.
Solid yung
Yun, no?
banat ni Jokic.
Tingnan mo si Hero. Tingnan mo si Hero. Oh. Papalag pa si Hero. Biglang, uy, laki.
Tumakbo ka na, dude. Wag ka na.
Here, from this angle. Tingnan mo si Hero.
Wag ka na magpaka-hero.
Tingnan mo si Hero. Tingnan mo si Hero. The step, oh. Dito ba the step? Tapos biglang, walang umawat. Ate, kasi walang umawat, eh.
Yeah, walang umawat.
Ay, lako.
Klong.
So,
Kung nasa kanto yan, tapos na yan, eh.
okay.
Itong mga to, hilig drumama, eh, no?
To quickly summarize it, Jokic got suspended today for that hit. Both players
How
were
many games?
ejected
How many
from that
games?
game. One game lang.
One game.
But it ended up with a big Twitter battle wherein
Keith was suspended also one game.
I'm not sure. Parang hindi. Thrown out lang. Si Jokic lang was suspended for the
Oh.
extra bump. But then after the game, the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler, they were all challenging challenging
Dude.
Jokic.
Butler went up to where the brother was. The
Yeah,
brother
yeah.
was watching, right?
Yeah.
Butler went up there. In the back. See you in the back. Ganon. Tapos hindi naman daw nagpunta, so wala daw, sabi ni Butler.
No, but there's that picture. They were waiting for the Nuggets in the hallway, and
Ayun
and
na
they
nga,
were,
hallway
Diba?
pa lang. Yeah.
so it's
Para
Wala
ano?
daw.
Ano hinihintay nila para mag-usap?
Para mag-Jack and Poy, dude.
Diba? Parang kung sino panalo. Ayun.
No, para hawakan sa tenga.
Baka wala
Hawakan mo
din
nga,
nga.
tenga.
Yun, ah.
Hawakan mo nga, tenga. Parang
If-
ano na eh,
and then-
parang
Uy.
it's like what we've seen in the playground, dude.
Yeah.
Kindergarten shit.
It is.
really.
It's exactly that, Jay. You know, my comment lang with the fights nowadays. No, and I'm not. I'm not. I'm not
You're not
condoning
promoting fighting.
Right? We're not promoting fighting. Pero it's hilarious to
Pero
see lang. No, it's hilarious to see lang kasi I would compare this to WWE. If you are to compare it to the 80s and the 90s, diba? Dati kasi suntukan,
Right,
that
right.
move that Jokic made after that bangga, may sunod ng suntok yan, diba? Can you imagine Patrick
Oo.
Ewing do what?
Dude.
There would be a shoulder bump and a punch flying already. But the thing
Dude,
is,
sakal yan. Sakal. He would make him
Sakal.
sakal already.
and
Yeah,
what's funny kasi, pera talaga nowadays. The money's so big, the fines are so big, that the players, parang, every time they think about throwing a punch, 5 million, 10 million.
No, because right.
Whatever
If you
the
know-
fine is, dude.
If-
Medyo
Mahal,
mahal,
dude.
mahal.
Oo, bawat
if you notice-
suntok, mahal.
If you notice, Jokic did not swing. You have a big fine when you swing your hand. Actually.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
but-
Yeah.
But
It-
dude, the way he hit Morris was solid.
It was solid.
It had
Momentum.
inertia. It had more upak pa coming
Momentum.
from and then his whole lower body and the upper body swinging
Yeah.
like that.
Mga ilang
Dude,
donuts
solid
yun.
Mga hilang.
Parang
But,
ano yan, it's like a quarterback getting sacked solidly, di ba?
From Andre, this must be info that he
50K
got.
penalty, Morris, 30K, got it.
Ayan, oh,
Butler for
tingnan mo, that's
Okay.
for escalating 30,000
Wala yan, barya yan.
$30,000. No, but masakit yan, dude. Hindi, I mean, it's barya, sure. Pero that's escalating pa lang. That's not even throwing a punch yet, dude. So
Yeah,
imagine mo
that's
na lang,
true. That's true.
imagine mo na lang magkano kung suntok na, diba? And
Mga 300 yan,
Oh,
350.
dude.
Okay.
Suspended ilang games pa pag talagang
Ilang
swinging
games.
ka talaga. Oh,
and
ilang
and
games.
and when you're suspended, you don't get paid,
Without
diba?
pay yun.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
Mga
so
300,000 like Ben
masakit.
Simmons.
So masakit, diba? So yeah, man. I mean, plus the social media also. I mean, players are just wired differently now. When they get to that level, their instincts are different. Na hindi na yung. It's
But
a
can I
good.
just
It's good. It's good for the sport kasi at least our kids are not. I mean, hindi our kids are not as wire freak as us, di ba?
Yeah.
Na pag sa
But the more-
liga na.
Panahon nila, Rudy T. Yari ka. Boom! Wow! Wasak ang ilong, di ba?
Exactly, and that's the culture we.
Kermit Washington. Boom! Puta solid.
And that's why, Jay, that's the culture we grew up in. That's why pagdating sa park, even pick-up games, suntukan din, di ba?
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
I
man.
think that's the
Suntukan
good
yan
ano
pag
also
ganyan.
kasi
Tunay.
di ba? I've been through the Liga games of my son. And I don't, alam mo yung initan nila, parang tulakan lang with the shoulder even, not even with the
Yeah,
hands
dude.
and the arms, dude. So
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah.
thing. I mean, yeah.
Kindergarten
Well, I just
shit.
think the Morris brothers have always been thugs. So this is just funny. But I mean, let's not forget Marcus Morris
Yeah.
trying to injure Luca
Yeah.
also in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah, pero dude, that said though, I would still want.
I wouldn't. I'd call them enforcer types, the two of them. I wouldn't call them dirty players though, because I've not seen them naman go after talagang getting someone injured, right? There's
Well,
sort of a
yes.
difference, There's sort of a difference.
Ako ito lang I mean, with what you said, Julio,
Yeah.
na the Morris twins are quote unquote
Thugs.
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 Dude,
Bad boys.
ako
Bad
just
boys.
for one time lang. Itong mga hamunan na to, see you in the parking lot. One time lang, may matuloy
Sana
lang kasi.
magkatuluyan, no?
Hindi kasi puro forma ilang incidents ng ganito na I'll see you in the out in the back. Well, hindi naman natutuloy eh. 'Di ba?
Hence
Or
our
no.
title.
Or you know what?
But
Hindi.
we're,
Jay,
but
or
we're
ganito na
promoting
lang.
violence, ha?
We're not no. Ito na lang para hindi
Sana matuloy, but we're not promoting violence.
hindi. Hindi kasi ang point ko is kung wala naman natutuloy, stop na with the BS. Wag na kayo maghamunan kasi hindi naman natutuloy eh. It makes you look
Corny nyo.
ridiculous lang.
And
That's my
corny nyo.
that's my point, 'di ba? Ngayon kung maghamunan kayo, tuloy nyo. Ngayon, ito na lang
Maghamunan sa Twitter.
para hindi violent,
Baduy.
quote unquote violent.
Baduy.
Dude, celebrity boxing match na lang. Pag off season, celebrity boxing match, 'di ba?
Para, Joe
Pwede
Rogan
pa promote
should be-
'yan.
Oh, dapat Joe
Uy,
Rogan's all on
speaking
top
of,
this already.
Deron Williams has a boxing match.
Yes, I'm
Ayun,
Ayun,
I
yung
tweeted
mga
about
ganun. Pwede yan.
for
Yan!
Frank Gore.
Yan!
Frank Gore ako. Frank Gore ako.
Pakipagsugtukan ka ng tunay, di ba?
Ayun, like kids.
Like,
Tama
kids,
ka,
exactly,
Andre.
Pang kindergarten, man.
Oo, 'di ba? Parang yung si Hero, 'di ba?
Hawakan mo
Yung
nga,
asta ni
Tenga.
Hero.
Hawakan mo nga, Tenga.
Parang yung asta ni Hero, 'di ba? Medyo may step pa yung niya, may snap pa yung step niya, biglang walang aawat, biglang bumaga. 'Di ba? Parang yung iba yung niya.
My hero, watch him as he goes.
Yan, diba? Well, he
Ay,
saw kasi
nako.
how big Jokic was. I would pay for the Jokic brothers versus the Morris twins. Bayaran ko yan.
'Di ba? Ganun na lang, dude. Ganun na lang. Pera pa yan.
Ang lalaki.
Hindi. What's nice about that, dude? Pera pa yan to pay for their fines.
Right.
Di ba? They make it a
Yeah, man.
spectacle na lang. Gawa sila YouTube, di ba?
Anyway, well, okay. We really OT'd that one. That was fun though, and thank you
That
all
was
for
fun.
watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Andre, and everyone who's been checking out the stream.
Thanks, Andre. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
While we
watching,
were
man.
streaming. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube
YouTube
Bench.
channel.
Share our episodes to anyone you know who likes hoops, and
Yes.
take us home, Jay. Thank you, everyone.
All righty. Like always, we said it first here on
The bench!
Oh!
Happy Thursday, guys. See you
Sandali.
Monday.
Ito. Yan ang tunay.
Ayan. Wala nang hawakan ng tenga.
Drama lang. Baka mga